Hi guys, welcome back to Hanging Out with Lori. I'm Lori. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thanks so much for coming back. Today is the Who, When, What, Where finale. This project is being hosted by the Pantastic Ladies Facebook group. It has run from September 1st and will finish January 31st. So this is my finale. I am excited for this finale. This project dealt with who, when, what, where, and we had two topics within each category, or subcategories of the category. And so one is more specific and the other one is a little more abstract. So let's just jump in. Before today's update, I had finished 3 items. I still have 5 items left that I hope I've completed. So let's just jump in on the first one, which is the who. We had a specific and we had a defines. What I picked for specific is my Becca Rose Quartz. It is in my Becca Eyelight eyeshadow palette. Sorry about the light flipping on you there, but it is this shade right there. I knew I wouldn't hit pan on this, but I wanted to get a significant dip, and I have a dip. It's just not as deep as I was hoping for it to be, but I do have a dip, so technically I can call this a win, but it's not as deep as I would have liked, but there is still a dip, so I am going to call that as good because I want to be a success. And you know, I had said to have a dip and I have a dip, so I guess I am going to say I completed that one. And I did work on it all the way up until the end, so unfortunately that dip just did not, you know, enlarge. And the second one is defines a who, and that was my Alfred Sung Shi fragrance mist, which I finished in October. Then for the when category, we had a generic and we had a specific. For my generic, I picked my Afternoon Rendezvous palette, and I picked a gold shade. And that was this one right here, and as you can see, I finished it. I do not know the date. It was sometime in January that I finished it, mid-January. But I did complete that. I am excited that I have pan. I guess it wasn't mid-January because it was after this one, and this one was part of my weekly product pan. And I think this was a couple days later, so I don't know. I guess that is mid-January. So that is done. So I am excited that I successfully completed the generic when. Now the specific when, I picked the number 7 because it could be 7 a.m., 7th of the month, 7th day of the week. So I picked that as more specific because I didn't have anything like called Wednesday or Friday or anything like that. Or, oh, I did have an April. Oh, Lori. Dang it. Anyways, I picked the number 7, and what I picked was my number 7 Beautiful Skin Melting Gel Cleanser. As of last update, I was here and I completed this last night. That is how to the and I was on this product. I really liked this, except it didn't really get all my makeup off, so I'd have to wash with another item, but I am glad that this is done. So that is another item that I have completed. The next topic is what, and we had a physical what and we had an abstract what. For my physical what, I picked coral, as in coral. That's what I picked. I picked my L'Oreal lipstick in the shade Tropical Coral. It actually had quite a bit of product when I brought it in. I never measured it, so I don't know where it, is compared to what it was, but that is it right here. I love this because it smells like watermelon Jolly Ranchers, but let me try to swatch it for you. It's pretty sheer, and so you have to really build it up, but that is it right there. It is a beautiful coral shade. I really like this, and so I can see me bringing this into another project soon, just so I can continue using it, because I do like that lipstick. Then the second item on the what was an abstract, and I brought in my Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black perfume, because Nirvana is an abstract what. It is more of a state of being. It isn't not a physical item, and I finished that in November. Then the last topic is where. We had a specific where and a generic where, and for my specific, I picked my Elements Australian mask, which I finished in November. I did not like that mask, and I have a couple more left. And then the generic where, I picked the word desert, because that's pretty generic. There's lots of deserts out there in the world, and so just to say desert doesn't tell you much. So I brought in my Klee Melting Lip Powder in Desert Rose. It is a powder lipstick. It is what I have on today. This is the weirdest stuff. I say that every time I talk about this. But when I brought it in, it was right there. Now I am right there. And my goal on this was not to finish it, but it was actually to use it at least once a month. That was my goal, no more. It didn't have to be, weekly. It wasn't to finish it, it was to use it once a month. And I did use it at least once a month. In fact, I've used it this last month more than once a month. I probably used it 3 times in the last month. So I was really happy about that, but it does use more product than I thought it would. So I think if I put this in a project and really concentrated on it, I could get this done. It's a gorgeous shade. It's just the weirdest. It just feels really weird on the lips. So that is my Klee Melting Lip Powder, and I am calling this done as well. I didn't have anything specific on my L'Oreal Tropical Coral. I didn't bring that up, but so I didn't have anything other than to use it. So technically I have completed everything in this project, because I just wanted to make movement on a lot of them, and some of them I did want to complete, and those ones I did want to complete I actually did. So I am counting this as I have successfully completed all of the items in this project, and I think that is a first. I do believe, I'll have to go back and look, but I do believe it is the first time I've completed everything that, to the point of what I've said I was going to do. So yay me. I'm excited. I'm pretty happy with myself. So that is it for the who, when, what, where project pan. I hope you have enjoyed this series. It has been lots of fun. I had a few products that were hard for me, like this melting powder was pretty hard for me to use just because it's weird. But I am glad that it is done and over, and that it was a success. I'm considering it a success. I will have a list down below of everyone who did this project. Please go check them out and see how they did. Cheer them on, give them great love and support, because everybody deserves it. You guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and this series. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. It would mean the world to me. Take care of yourself and be safe out there. Until I see you next time. Bye-bye.